Hello and welcome to Aries' video update. So first I just have a bunch of clips of us working on healing in the yard and outside of the yard. So we are using his heal command, telling him to heal, using that clicker to reward him, and if he comes out of position, no, correction on the prong collar, heal, to remind him what he should have been doing. And he does have his auto sit at this point, so if we come to a stop, he is expected to sit. If he doesn't, we do correct him for it. We remind him heal or sit, either one works. And once he is in a behavior, whether it's a heal, sit, place, it has an implied stay. So he knows that if we stop and sit, he is expected to stay in that sit until we either release him with a free or we use a terminal marker, so we tell him yes, or use a double click. Then that means you can come up, get out of behavior, and come get your reward. We work on door and kennel manners, so if we say kennel, you're going into the kennel, and you are not to come out until we tell you free, regardless of if the door is open. We also do this with gates, doorways, the garage doors. So we'll be healing, and then we'll come up to that doorway, we'll stop, he'll sit, and we'll remind him to sit as we open the doors. He's been doing really good, going past my van of barking dogs. It really doesn't bother him that much anymore. He is a little bit of a slow dog. He's not super fast moving. So we can either use some more rewards or pick up our pace a little bit. If we speed up, the dog is going to speed up, and then as soon as he gets into that right spot, click, feed. He is a dog with a little bit of suspicion, so sometimes he'll hear things, see things that make him a little unsure or a little uncomfortable, and he wants to stare. This is something that I don't really let the dogs rehearse a lot. So like if he's fixated on something that concerns him, I can recall him, I can talk to him, whatever I gotta do to redirect his attention. If he is uncertain about something, the longer he's staring at it, the more he's going to kind of overthink it. So I would prefer him to see something that makes him feel a little unsure, and then have him redirect his attention to me and get some rewards, get some pets, and say, okay, that thing over there doesn't actually matter. Nothing is going to happen.
Heal.
Yeah, walk towards the street again. The busy one.
What?
The street where he was getting weird. This way. For this session, we did end up switching to just beef liver. We noticed that the further down the road we got, the more uncertain we got about the traffic. So we did use beef liver to help him around the traffic. He was a little nervous about the cars. He did pretty good with the dog distractions. He needed a few corrections, but after we, helped him work through it, he got much better. There we go, so much better. And then I turn here. Don't bring him too close.
Hey, buddy.
stop and sit at some point. Fix that, yeah.
You want me to fix it or just like heel again and try to get it better?
I would probably tell him no, small pop, step back and fix it.
Okay.
Because he was only sitting forward because he wasn't paying attention. So like I said there, if you watch
Which
the
is
clip,
why we
when
like to
slow
practice
down
a lot of
and
the
come to
stop and sit,
he's
so they have,
staring
like,
in the
something to
yard
look
because
for.
he's looking at dogs, he's looking at what's going on. So when we come to the stop and sit, he's too far forward. So in that case, I would prefer to tell him no, give him a small correction, step back and fix it. When the dogs make a mistake, I really like to reset and put them back in that situation again and have them learn to be successful. Because teaching the dogs how to work through it and be successful is the only way that it's going to get better. If he were to see that we're healing and he's kind of checked out because he's fixated on dogs, and I come to a stop and he sits at a position and then I just continue healing and we just keep moving, he's not going to learn that his standard is a little higher, right? The more particular we are, the more rewards we use, the tighter our position is, the more he has to pay attention, the more he has to think about what he's doing, the more engaged he's going to be, the easier he's going to be to redirect. So if we start to accept positions that are not exactly what we want, he's going to see that these positions are acceptable, and we're going to be creating more gray area and more room for error.
I would say that's good for him.
Larry got distracted because he wanted to eat something off the ground, and then he got jump scared by my dogs. So we just work him through it. I don't want him to, shut down, try to run away, anything like that. We're just gonna help him through it. And then here we're working on the e-collar recall. So we start that recall with just the food. He's distracted, lightly distracted. We call his name back, he comes back, we mark, and we reward. So the first thing we teach him is just to respond to his name. When he hears his name, come back, you get food. That's been going really well, so now we're starting to overlay some low-level e-collar. What we're doing with this e-collar is called negative reinforcement. He is learning to turn off the stim to reinforce the recall or increase the likelihood of that recall happening. So we're in a low-level distraction environment. We're just in the training building. He's looking at something. I start some stim. I hold some low-level stim. I give him a moment to think about it, and then I call him back. And as soon as he's turning his head, I'm shutting off the e-collar, I'm clicking, and I'm rewarding. So what we're teaching him right now is that this e-collar means I have something valuable for you. So he has no idea what this feeling means yet. It's something he hasn't felt before. So he's gonna feel it. He's gonna go, what's that feeling? Aries, he comes back, the feeling shuts off, and he gets a reward. So now it's just gonna help him come back to us. And he's seeing that this e-collar shuts off as soon as you start coming back. So later down the line, once he understands e-collar recall, e-collar sent to place, and e-collar heal, so come to us, go away from us, and stay with us, then we can go to a higher level and use it for correction once he understands how to turn it off